Is Cape Coral's market heating up, or are we going to stay in this cool-off trend? In October, it has brought some real shifts in the numbers. And with all the talk about the governor possibly stepping in on property taxes for Florida and things that have been happening around in the states and the nation, we could be seeing a major shakeup in where Florida's housing market goes. Hey everyone, I'm Adam Thompson, your Cape Coral waterfront realtor and local expert here in Southwest Florida. Each month, I break down the latest market data, the new construction trends, and what's really driving buyers and seller activity across our waterfront communities. So this is November's market report, which tells you guys the numbers that we finished up with in October. Let's get into this and see what this market's really doing, and let's watch it for the next few months and really see what starts shaking things up and if it shakes things up. Let's get into this, guys.
All right, guys, let's get on this Cape Coral market update for November 2025. So this is going to be all the numbers that came in for October, what we ended up with October, so you guys can see where October was last year to this year. We're going to go over inventory, median price, days on the market, and closed sales. So active inventory for October 2025, we're at 2,514. As of July of 2025, we were at 2,822, and October of last year, 2024, where our inventory was at 2,694. So our inventory is lower than it was in July by quite a bit, and just a little bit underneath from last year. Median price right now, in October of 2025, we are at median price for the houses sold. The majority of the houses sold, the median area. We're at $374,025. In July, it was $364,900, and last year we were at $395,000 for a house in the middle range. So down from last year, but up from July. So, which we tend to see that when it gets closer to snowbird season. But if you look at the graph, we're not really dropping or jumping real hard. It's all pretty much staying steady and evening out. So days on the market right now for October 2025, we're at 61 days. In July, we were at 57 days, and last year we were at 54 days this time of year. So it's not a huge jump, but it's a jump from last year and even from July for days on the market. With snowbirds coming down, more people coming down, I think we'll see this number right here start dropping down because we'll have more exposure, more people coming down. So closed sales for October 2025, we had 425 houses that were sold all the way through, from start to finish. In July, we were at 443, and October last year, we were at 358. So there are a lot more houses being sold right now than there was last year. We're down a little bit from July. So, but keep an eye on that number. It's going to start ticking up once we get, snowbirds come down and the season comes around. People will start looking for more houses. So if you look though, like November, December, January, February, we were low last year and we started ticking up, and we're higher than we were last year. So that is a positive note. Right now, other things you guys want to look at is price per square foot that's being sold is up from last month. We're up to $242 a square foot. Still getting 97.3% of the listing price. There was 701 new listings that came out in October, And right now, our inventory is ticking down. So right now, if we didn't get any more houses on the market or anything, we would have a month, or we'd have inventory for 5.9 months. So 6 months worth of inventory. Inflation last month was 2.9%. We are now at 2.96%. So that's gone up a little bit. Interest rates are starting to come down. I've heard talk of it getting closer to the sixes. So right now we're at 6.34. So well below the target that they're aiming for. Unemployment is at 4.35%. Staying pretty steady. It's not really jumping or dropping. Just ticking up and down throughout the months. Current inventory is 2,514 houses. That is a decrease from last year of 6.68%. And population is still estimated at 243,000. They still are planning on that number jumping by 2050. So that's one thing we want to keep an eye on, is that number right here is what's going to change everything. And a lot of things change what's going on. Interest rates, definitely what talks coming around on the media. I mean, if any of those things really go through, things could change pretty rapidly, here or anywhere. So it's now time to buy. Yes, there is inventory in all price points. They're great, along with interest rates trending down. It's only getting better as interest rates keep going down. It is a buyer's market still. You can make some great deals with negotiating. You can even lower prices or even get incentives on houses. So that's a positive mark for buyers. And right now you can get more house and in some locations for the money that you have. So it's always good to have more house for the same amount of money. Is now a time to sell? Yeah, but I mean, if it's priced right, this is not the market used to be in where you were getting a ton of money for it. I mean, you've got to be priced right, priced competitively, offer incentives. You still do have the second home market in the cold north coming down. That'll always be the case, but you still have to attract those buyers, and it has to be highly marketed and get exposure. They're not just flying off the market. So, I mean, as you saw on the number of days on the market, that tells you right there, they're not just flying off like hotcakes. So that is the market report for October. That's our November market report with our October numbers. If you guys have any questions or need anything, or just want to go look at some houses and see what's out there, give me a call. All my contact information's here. It's also in the description on the YouTube channel. So look forward to helping you guys out. And we're in the holiday season, so everybody have a great holidays.